Hey everybody, this is Al with El Rey Collection. Sorry for the short notice. Actually, I always do that. I never give people a ton of heads up because I don't know exactly when I'm going to have time to do stuff. And right now, just rolling off work, 7:30 Eastern, and had some stuff here. Want to kind of clean it off my desk and see what's out there. I dubbed this one the Grinch versus Santa. Let's see what PSA has in store. A couple other little goodies coming in on the mail, which is fun. So I'm just kind of opening these boxes right now, just to make sure that I've got everything that I need. Let me also run over here and put the comments on. Let's see, where is that? Okay, here we go. So if anybody has any comments, please put them in the box and I'll try to respond. Doing as much multitasking as I can do here. So I guess this one's already partially open. Maybe I'll just start with the mail real quickly, since this one's already kind of opened. This little box here. And it is... Oh yeah, this is fun. So this is a from Argentina. We have very cool cards here. This one in particular, one of my favorite South American issues of all time. This is the Argos issue, and Aaron here, I forget how you say his last name. Wergifer? No, that's got to be wrong. But here you can say it yourself. He's the first Jewish star in Argentina. So, but this set is just this would probably be one of the sets that I collected if that was my if I was a set collector. These cards are just so cool. So that is an Argos card. Here you've got these relatively rare. This is Mi Petiso. These are really kind of cool. The Sugar Ray Robinson, right? Or is that? Oh no, that's Floyd Patterson. So that's cool for the boxing collection. Here's another boxing one. Archie Moore from the Lolly cards. I don't typically show a ton of my boxing stuff. And then here is a relatively common Fangio. I just love this one. So that's cool. So we got those in that little mail packet. And then this bigger mail packet is should hopefully be fun to see. I think this big box is for, I'm not wrong, it could just be one card. It's been sitting here for a while, kind of forgot it. But this is a really epic card, if I recall this right. So this will be a little bit of a treat before we get into the PSA. See if PSA was Santa to me or if they were the Grinch and jammed me. Usually it's a mix of both, isn't it always when you do grading? So this box is the needlessly large box for this card right here. Very cool card though. So let's let's see. I don't know if you guys are seeing me. You guys just went off my screen. So hopefully, can somebody let me know if they see me? Yep. Okay. Now I see myself. So this one's fun. This will be certainly something really cool. There we go. This actually card, speaking of the Christmas kind of theme of these video, this card had been kind of on my list for a long time and never just found a copy that I loved. So there's actually a couple interesting ones here. The first one is this Orsi from Italy, the 1933-34 Sedea. You can see the stamp here on the back, very lightly stamped, but pretty cool design on this one. Unfortunately, he's got a little bit of scuffing on his face there, but still a really cool card. And then this one, this is the one that I've been looking for a long time in a condition that I liked. And this is a CGC slab, but it's the mesa with has the motif down here. Always found this one to be really kind of cool, and that is in a CGC 6. So Merry Christmas to everyone, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, whatever holiday you tend to celebrate. So and likewise, Merry Christmas to you, A Collector's Dream. So here's the fun part. Let's see if we've got some Grinch vibes or if we've got some Santa vibes inside these boxes. Let's see. You never know. You never know. It's 2 boxes. So what's that? Should be less than 40 cards. Here's the paperwork now sticking out. So I'll tell you what type of a sub this was. So this was, these are not inexpensive cards here. This is at the $50 level. So that's basically at $1,000 extra large thing. And then there should be a few pedigree cards in here potentially. So so this is exciting. There should be some good stuff in here, varying degrees, of course, of goodness, but all should be kind of material cards. If I'm sending them in at the $1,000 level, you're assuming that they are very, very solid cards, especially at soccer. That's a pretty high threshold to be sending in. What was it? 34 cards. So let's see what we have. I don't remember if any of these were crosses from they weren't crosses in the sense of sending in the plastic. It would have been just sending in I always like when I open the box these days and it just says that. It would be not just sending in the cards straight up, but sending in the cards with gosh, what am I trying to say here? Some either hopes of a good grade or just a pretty rare card that would be difficult to replace. So this one is definitely one of those rare cards. This is an Arsenio Rico, all-time leading scorer for Paraguay. He's a Paraguayan in the Argentine league. Great sticker. I don't know how this got a 1. Was this? Did I cross this? We'll have to see. I might not be able to get the answers right here, right now, but I definitely thought that some of these had previously been in SGC holders, and I decided to cross them now that PSA was grading them. I probably could have done a little bit of this work ahead of time, so kind of bear with me here. I don't see it. Here we go. Okay, so this actually was a cross, and this was an SGC 1.5, and now it is a PSA 1. And so they didn't know this, but this comes back a 1. And I actually thought it had a chance to actually get a bump from a 1.5, so I guess there must be some paper loss or something that I didn't see. So this is a very cool Rico card, though, and this now I've matched it with this 1.5. And I think there were a bunch of them in this submission that I did that with. I cracked them out. So let's see. Here's the next one, actually similar case, the Bernabe Ferrara. And this is again from the Argos one. Funny that my mail day included an Argos, right? So here's Argos. Love this set. Just so unique, so hard. And this, really cool backs on this. And this came back a PSA 2. And this before was in SGC 3. So feeling a little grinchy so far, a little grinchy. We got a couple downgrades, one half downgrade and one full downgrade from a 3 to a 2. Yuck. All right. And then we've got this really cool Pedinera. Again, what a great photo here. Oh, just so good. This card is so good. And this was another one that I had cracked out of an SGC. I just wanted to consolidate some of these really what I think are elite early Argentine cards into PSA holders. And that's a PSA 3. And this before was an SGC 3. So here you go. So this one, okay. I mean, it's a straight 1 for 1. I mean, 3 for 3 technically. So I'm okay with that. That's a little Santa-y. So actually, I'm gonna have two piles. If it's the same or higher, I'll put it in the Santa pile, and then if it's less, I'll put it in the Grinch file. We'll see what kind of happens at the end of this. This one hadn't been previously graded, and in fact, I just recently started grading the set over there. I love this set, 1951 Babylonia, and it's just so weird. It's so psychedelic. Just the head floating in some space rings of different colors depending on the team that you're on. This is 51. So, and you can see his name on here on the back. Oh, no, you can't because of all the reflection. Moreno. This is actually extracted, but these are really, really hard to find. So super excited to get this graded. And this one comes with, I think because of the rarity, it's just awesome. It comes with the Al Dragella collection. So super excited to have those. Actually, come to think of it, all of these have that? Oh, nice. Yeah, so all of those had, I didn't even notice the pedigree on there, the Al Dragella collection. So that's super fun to get those kind of with the pedigree. And then this one, of course, is really fun just because of you rarely see these types of cards. So fun. This hadn't been graded, so it goes in the other category of it was just a raw card that I graded. Similarly, this is a really nice Pepito. These were really hard issues. A lot of them have black borders. This one has red. Comes back a PSA 5. Never stuck. Al Dragella collection. 1950 Pepito. Tough issue. I think this is the only one graded. And I just love collecting Jam Moreno. Speaking of Jam Moreno, this is another great one. Coming back a 3 as a 1941 5x1. Just beautiful. This river plate stripe here. These cards are thick cardboard. You can't, I guess I was going to try to show you, but you see the flab at the slab. So these are really cool cards. I love the little mustache there by him. Very, very tough issue. I think this is probably the second or the third. And again, nice pedigree on the Jam Moreno. This card is exceedingly rare for any player. And this is a 1 of 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if this stays a 1 of 1 through my collecting career. This is the really difficult Figuritas Patria from 1948, and this is also J.M. Moreno, but just such a cool card. Again, with the stripe, the river plate stripe here that you see, and just his cool face right there with his legendary mustache. Never stuck, but comes back, a 3. Really nice condition on those. So actually, that's what, 5 Morenos right here, or no? Yeah. So this is 4. Even though none of these have been graded before, and this one, you knew was unstuck. I was kind of a little disappointed in this 3 on the Patria. I mean, never stuck. This one, I love. I think that's solid. I'm gonna, in a 5. That's good. I'm going to put this whole group as a Santa group because you know what? I mean, they graded, I mean, a 5 on anything from Argentina is big. A 3 is also big, and another 3, although I thought this one could get a 4. But you know what? I think all in all, you got to be pretty happy with that. That's a Santa. That goes in the Santa pile. All right. Next one, super, super rare card. You almost never see any of them from this issue. And this is the Bruguera. And this is the Di Stefano from that group, from that really hard to find album. And this is the 2 miscut. Was this graded before? I'm not exactly sure that this was, I kind of think that it was. Hang on, let me see if I can happen to find that. Oh yes, okay. So this was graded, and it was 19. This is from the Ases Mundiales del Deporte. It was a 2, and it's coming back from PSA as a 2MC. How should I treat that? A little grinchy. We don't like qualifiers, right? Let's treat this as kind of a grinchy one. All right, so that's grinchy. And speaking of grinchy type things, whoa, this don't like how this is kind of floating. Such a cool card, and this Garincha is like floating here. They gave this a 3, and this is unfortunately floating in the thing. I mean, I like that the grade went from an SGC2 to a PSA 3, of course. That's very Santa-like, but the fact that it's floating is just not a lot of fun. So, but this is a really cool issue. Comes in red and blue. You'll see the Pele's out there and the Garinchas, but still very, very hard card. And so let me see if I can move this up a little so the edges are not getting, okay, this is a little bit better, but I just don't want those corners. Like I feel like that corner was even touched by the plastic down there. I don't remember this being like that. It wasn't SGC2 though, so it wasn't crazy. And now it's at PSA 3. Again, nice. We're going to put that in the Santa column, the Santa. Another one that wasn't graded, but I love this set. Maybe one of my so many great sets, especially out of Argentina, Uruguay. But this is the Vencedores, and this is Manuel Seone, and it's such a great card. These are blank backs. A little some scuffing around. Gets a 2. Wasn't graded, and I kind of, there was no paper loss, so it was just staining. I was kind of hoping for a 3. I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna put it in a Grinchy column. Grinchy. All right. If you disagree, let me know. Here's another Pedro Ochoa. Great player, and probably one of the more famous tango dancers as well. And this also coming with the this is a 1 of 1, I believe, with the Aldragella collection. So super exciting. And the back is pretty clear. So again, with this one, I kind of was hoping for a 3+, but so I'm going to have to put this in Grinchy column as well. Let's see if the Santa beats the Grinch here. So this is another really from that 1962 Bruguera set. Here's a Fangio, and that's it's coming back at PSA 1. I don't think this was graded, or was it? No, it was. It was a PSA. It was a SGC 1.5. Comes back at PSA 1. So this goes into Grinchy column. I'll put the 2 Vencedores, like I put the 5 Jan Morenos as a Santa. I'm going to put the 2 Vencedores as just one, counts as one. And then this one, I think, will count. Well, this one and I guess the Di Stefano. So we're not like double counting. They're both kind of disappointments. So we'll kind of put those into it. This one was a Let's see. I don't know which one this one was. Trying to read some of these. I guess. Oh, here we go. So this wasn't an authentic Cruyff. I think it was a little short. It just beautiful front. Wanted to see how PSA looked at this one. It's a little short on one of the sides. SGC had it as an A. I like to see this consistency. These guys also had it as an A. So that is not unexpected. And so that, but it just looks super sharp. The front looks super sharp. And so we have that. That's kind of as expected. So neither here nor there. I'm going to leave that one out of the tally. Then I had this really kind of fun. This is the 1963 San Giorgio. There's actually a 1962 album as well, but they're labeling all of these 63s. So at least I believe it's 62. Do I have one here? Was this graded before? Or no, it was not. So that was just straight out. So neither here nor there. I'll just put that off to the side with the other one. The Nanina 62. I love this set. Very, very bright colors, kind of small squares. This got an SGC 2. I mean a PSA 2. And I could have sworn that I had this one graded before, but I just don't see it. So I will need to come back to that one. That's a bummer. I thought that was probably an SGC 2 or 3. I don't feel like that's neither Grinchy nor non-Grinchy. Let me see here. I don't know. Here's really fun. This is a Felix Lastau. These are hand cut. But these are really hard. And I don't know, on a hand cut, I know it wasn't a great cut. They gave this an A. And I think this was an A previously. Oh no. Wow. Oh God, this is this is the most Grinchy find of the day. Oh my goodness. If it's an A, this is an SGC 5. Oh, this is painful. This is like stab me in the heart. I was trying to move most of my unique Lastau collection over to PSA, and they basically hammered me on this one. So that's pretty brutal. From an SGC 5 to a PSA A, that's about as Grinchy as it gets over here, boys and girls. That's a puncture. Oh, rough. This one hadn't been graded, and again, it comes back with a 2. I kind of hoped this was going to be like a 3 or a 4. It's just a beautiful card. That yellow, how it pops, just gorgeous, and the back is clean. So I don't know. It seems like this grader definitely had a bad day. I'm going to put this in the Grinchy column over here. So that goes like that. But still, these are amazing cards. This one, gosh, and still have floaters. Like, you think they would have figured out how to get these things to sit properly. Here's a Jan Moreno. That's at a 1. This actually is not. I mean, the front's pretty good. The back's a little thrash. I'm not sure if this is from removal or just something, but I always love this card. This is a classic card. Expected a 1, so this kind of goes into the neither Grinchy nor it hadn't been graded, so I'm going to keep that out of the thing. And then we've got here, gosh, I hate having to hit these things to get them straight, but if they're not straight, it bothers my brain, and then sometimes I don't even want to move. So this is a Carlos Puseye in a PSA 2. Had a little bit more hopes for this one. but it's kind of with what I expected. In the realm, I expected somewhere between a 2 and a 3. Sorry to bang in your ear. Just trying to get something straight is a problem here. Oh well, can't get it straight. It's still a little crooked. All right, and then this one I expected even put this on the order. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. It is trimmed over here. You can see this little indentation. I don't know if it was just bashed on the side or if actually somebody cut it, but you can get the full jersey here. It's absolutely gorgeous on this Orsi rookie here, and really pretty good back as far as back goes. So pretty exciting on that. And I knew I'd put even in the comments, just holder it. It's going to be authentic altar. Just put it in the holder. So there is that one. So all in all, so there are some I'm just going to exclude from the counting, and then most of these other ones were things. Oh, I still have another box, wouldn't you know? Most of these other ones, where I was crossing them, I was just going to see who was the Grinch and who if Santa. I think it seems pretty close right now. A couple of, okay, good ones, but one disastrous one. That Lestal, oof, that was particularly painful. May have to send that one back to SGC. Not sure what they saw in that. It's hand cut, so like I don't know. It's inconsistent for sure. Okay, so here's another stack of ones here. Just toss this over here. And here's the second. Here's another J. Moreno. Not the best looking one either, but these are really important cards. Also not the best back. Here's a fun one. Zizinho. This is a 4. This is Grand Capitan. A bunch of the whole Brazilian teams in here, including Domingos da Guia, Jair. Very, very cool. 1947 type set. And I think Grand Capitan, that's the one that doesn't have a Di Stefano, and then Captain Nelson does. So there are different ones: Aruk, Grand Capitan, and Captain Nelson. Really excited to get this. And a 4, I think, is pretty good grade. Some of them are excluding. I'm going to put this in the Santa. I mean, a 4 is really good. Whoa! So this is big. This is really big. This is a 42 La Ponia Moreno, and that's in a 6. So that's really clean. I'm going to count that on its own as a Santa. That's a 6 is really hard in that grade. That may be the highest graded one of all. I'm not certain on that. Here's one that you don't see every day from Colombia. Here's a Pedernera. And this is from the Millonarios. He went with Di Stefano there, and that comes back a 2.5. Very cool cards. I love these lithographic cards. 2.5s, kind of what I expected. I'm neither going to call that a Grinch nor a Grinch, and it wasn't graded before, or a Santa on this one. And these were kind of quite similar. These were kind of destroyed, but this issue is super, super hard. This is the Caramelos Estrellas. And here's Bernabe Ferrara staining from the caramels you can see on there. And it's just interesting card with the star there. Very, very, these may be the first ones graded from 1941. And nice to have the pedigree on those. Here's another really fun Arico from the same series. And that comes back at PSA 2. Again, kind of what we expected with the with kind of the caramel stains. This one has less of them than the other one. So very fun to see the Eureka. This I thought was graded. It could have been an SG, or it could have been a. Oh gosh. Okay, so here these were graded. Okay, so here this was a BVG 4. And this comes back a PSA 2. So this is a little bit confirming kind of what think of it as a 1 to 2. This is definitely 2, and I'm going to put this in my unfortunate Grinch column. And that actually, pulling that out, makes me wonder if the Nanina from earlier was here. So let's see. Oh no, but the San Giorgio was in here. So the San Giorgio was a BVG 5, and it came back a PSA 2. Was that right? My lord. Yes. Wow, that's brutal. That's in the other super brutal Grinchy column that is getting higher than the Santa column. I'll have you know. Okay. The next one is the Pele. I love this card, the Crack Golasso. This is just, I love this copy as well. This I just love it. And this one came in. It was an SGC 4, and it came back as a PSA 3.5. I mean, I think you have to be okay with that generally, the way the way the market goes. And look at this. I didn't even notice this. These are the million cards, or 10 million now. They've increased oh, that would have been super cool to get the actual 10 millionth, but I was 29,000 too late. That would have been fun. But this is, a 4 to 3.5. It's kind of a wash, but technically, I just feel a little grinchy on this one. It's not nearly as much as the San Giorgio, but I definitely didn't love that. Oh gosh, man, these BVG are just getting hammered. So this was a 4 on the Pele. Great eye appeal, good corners. I thought this was going to get a 3, and it comes back at a 2. Another grinchy performance. Rough. This is kind of a non-factor. This is just an Aquarella. It was removed, had some paper loss, extra paper. This doesn't even count because it was expected to be a 1. There's no international mystery here. Same with this one. This is Lou Gehrig, the go with my Montiel set, and this is a 1. Again, this is kind of not an issue. Just needed to get graded for my set, so I'm not even going to include that. This one was a Figuritas Cola. Has heavy, beautiful colors on the front in the Boca Juniors with Jan Moreno. The back is just completely destroyed. And with well, not destroyed. It just has a ton of extra glue. And this was a PSA 1 because of all that extra glue. Fair, but it was a SGC 1.5. Again, doesn't matter. Technically, we're saying, hey, would have preferred the 1.5. We're going grinchy. The next one is very cool. This has 2 different back variations. It's the Jan Moreno coming back in a 5. Big grade here. I forget which of the back variations. One has a number 8 on top. That's why you'll sometimes see this sticker that has like a handwritten 8 on it. Because the other one actually has a printed 8, and you just need to know where to put it. But a 5 is a pretty good grade, and that had never been graded. So I'm putting that in the win column for the Santa. We'll take that. And then this, even though this wasn't graded, to get a Palm octagonal Pedernera coming back in a PSA 5 is pretty miraculous and something I'm super excited. I'm super excited that PSA is actually grading this set as well. So that is exciting as well. So all of these other ones. Oh, here was this Nanina. I just found this one. This was a PSA 2, and it came back. I mean, an SGC 2, and it came back a PSA 2 as well. So we will add this to the positive column. And the positive column were the ones again that were above expectations, and or the same grade or a higher grade. So this is what we have here. And then the negative is kind of here. So I think I will count them, generally up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and then 6, 7. I'm doing all of these because these were the Morenos, and 8. So we have 8 positive surprises on the Pedonera, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the group of vencedores, 7 the catastrophic one here. This one's the biggest catastrophic. What's that? 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so 12 in the negative department and 8 in the good department. So, 60% negative and 40% positive. With the biggest negative being this one, this Listau from 5 to a authentic. Even though they're hand cut, I'm still not getting it. So I have a decision to make here whether I crack this and send this back. I was trying to get again all my PSA, all my Listaus in a PSA holder similar to Labruna. It just helps me keep track of them more. But I don't know if a 5 grade dump is that, and it's absolutely gorgeous sticker. Maybe not be absolutely straight across the cut, but it's just so good. By the way, they at one point they had graded my Di Stefano authentic altered, and then they turned right around and graded it later when I resubbed it at a 5, I think. In fairness, that was when they also looked at the hand cut. They actually put hand cut on there. And this is hand cut, and it's not on here most likely because of the pedigree. So a decision to be made there for sure. Anyway, there was a lot of epic cards there. I didn't even get to check the comments. So, no comments. So, just crazy JM Moreno stuff that you never see, from the Pepito to the Balbonia to the Patria to the 5x1. So that's pretty exciting. Even the ones that are out there every now and then, the Cola is, pretty amazing. So nice to have those. Really running through trying to get a full run of Jose Manuel Moreno cards kind of in the collection. Another big kind of disappointment was the just the BGS downgrades from a 4 to a 2 here. That's pretty big, as well as there was the Vav Pele as well, that went from, I think, a 4 to a 2. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed the ride. It was kind of a fun ride in some respects and depressing in others. So we have to declare the Grinch the winner. I'm a Grinch fan, but I don't want to declare him the winner on a PSA sub. So Grinch wins in December 2024. I hope you had a little bit of fun looking at that, and hopefully everybody will have a great holiday season, and hopefully collecting will be part of that for all of you. Put a card under the tree for yourself. You deserve it. I'll be doing that as well. And hope everybody has a very pleasant evening, and look forward to touching base on the Discord or on Instagram or anyone else. So Thanks, everybody. Have a pleasant evening and hope you enjoyed this PSA return. Take care. Bye bye.